Okay, welcome to the session on Republican Party Network, learning how to use our groups and events. And this is a short video which we're going to go through. If you have questions about anything that you're seeing, please place it in the comments section below, and we'll get back to you quickly, very quickly. So I'm going to share the screen now. Hopefully it'll work and we'll go right to this. Okay, there we are. So when you log into the Republican Party network, after you've gone to the landing page and you log in, you'll see the home page. This is the home page for the Republican Party network. And in the home page, you can put your own thoughts. You can put images, photos, things of this sort. You can put a video link into that. You can embed a link into this. You have files that you can attach from your computer as well. And you'll obviously see the featured, and you can also see the welcome section, but that's another video that we're going to look at. The point though is that when you do a group, you basically will see the same thing, except it's unique to your group. In other words, every group really is its own network. And that's the power of the Republican Party network, which also makes it completely unique and different from any other social media site, which also gives us the power to really make a difference in the Republican Party, and of course, bringing to the country the America First agenda. So let's go right away to groups. You'll see on the left side here is your groups. And so let's click that on, and it takes us to the group section. And these are the groups that have been already created. Some of them are really elaborate, and some of them are just starting. But all of them have the same potential to create their own network and bring in their own individuals that are interested, own members interested in the particular group that they've put together. So let's use as our example the New Republicans right here. This is a group that was formed around this topic of New Republicans. So we view the group, and there it is. And you can see right away the color changed. For every group, there's a different color scheme that you can set yourself as you manage your group. When you set up your group, you are responsible for the group 100%. Branding, what its brand might be, the names of the group, of course, and whether it's public or private. Public meaning anyone can join. Private means that you invite members to the club, or to the group rather. And you also can then put together the same kinds of features for your group, your network, on the left side. So if you look at these are the same categories, same links that were in the Republican Party network on the page we just looked at. But now these are referenced to just this group called New Republicans. Everything here is only for the New Republicans group. And if you looked at the activity feed, which is the same as what we call home page on the Republican Party network, you see it's the same thing. Same thing in terms of what you can place in this feed, anything you want. And of course, your comments and posts from members of the New Republicanism. You can't put anything in here unless you were invited, if it's private. And of course, if it's public, you can just join. But you have to join in order to post inside here. What that says then is and if we go back to the network, you go back up top. Now we're back in the home page of the Republican Party network. Anyone's in here, and obviously you can comment and talk and say whatever you want. That's important. But if you want to go back to the groups as we just were, and we'll go back to the New Republicans. Always lose that, don't I? Let's see. I'm passing it up. I'm sure some of you are seeing that as I am passing it up, huh? Okay, it's right there. New Republicans. The only individuals that can comment or post or really have anything to do in this group are people that have signed up. Whereas in the Republican Party network, the homepage, anyone there in the Republican Party network can comment and post and has access to all the features. Here you have access to the features, but it's just for the New Republicans. So let's talk now about our groups, rather the events that are now connected with the New Republicans. Because now, if I want to schedule an event for New Republicans, I can do that. This event is just for the New Republicans group, the New Republicans group. Unlike, again, going back to the homepage for the Republican Party network, when I check events, these events are for anyone in the network, But for groups, such as all of these, the events are they only pertain to the individuals that are in those groups, So if we go back to New Republicans, the only people that would see an event are the members of the New Republicans. So I can set this event up by clicking the plus sign, and anyone can do that. If you created a group, you can set up your events. You can set up events, and you would put in a topic. In this case, the topics that have been created for New Republicans are these here. Anyone can create a topic if you're a member of this group. And so if we wanted to say educating, and we wanted to have an event on educating, and says, how do we begin educating coders at the ground level? That's the event title. We put the date in here, what date it might be, whatever date, whatever month, the time, the day it ends, typically the same day. We have it as a Zoom. And then we can put in an image and a description for the event. The image would come from your computer, you would upload it. The description, you would simply type it in. Now, let's go to the Zoom for a moment. This Zoom that's here is my personal Zoom account. If you have a Zoom account, you would place your email, not here, but in your settings. But once you place it in the settings, it's seamlessly here. You don't have to do anything else. And if the way that happens is you see the icon, my face right here, and whatever your image might be, it might be your face, it might be something else you've uploaded. But when you click that on, oops, let's see, I think we're in the wrong spot. Yeah, we're in the wrong spot. Let's see. Let's go. Oh, I know why. It's because we're in the groups. We have to go back out here. Let's go back to the regular network. You have to go into the homepage. You have to go into the Republican Party network to do what I'm going to say now. So there's my face. So I click that on and I go to settings in my personal account. And then when I get to the settings, it says account. And now you see Zoom. And I've placed in there my email, my personal email that's linked to my Zoom account. That's all I had to do. And if you don't have a Zoom account, it's very simple to get one. You go to zoom.us, zoom.com, I think also works. You can get a free Zoom account. Now, the free Zoom account allows you to have up to 100 people, in this case, 100 members of the Republican Party network as part of your event. And it can only last, though, for up to 40 minutes. But if you stay within that standard of up to 100 individuals and 40 minutes, it's free. And whatever email you type in to get your Zoom account, that's the email you would then type in, again, settings, account, Zoom. You would type that in here, and then that's all you have to do. And once that's accomplished, when you then were to go to your groups, anyone, whatever group you were in, we'll go back to New Republicans. And we'll go back to the idea of setting up an event. When you decide to set up an event, that Zoom email is automatically there. You don't have to do anything. So you're in charge of that Zoom, you're in charge of the event, you're in charge of the group. It's all seamless. You don't have to do anything special. And it doesn't cost any money because the Zoom account was free. You can have RSVPs in terms of knowing who's going. And of course, again, as we said, you have information on about the event that you would put in there. Once you have that set and you save it, then I'll cancel this for the moment. You would have it scheduled here as an event, and people, members of your group could then sign up to attend. But it would just be members of your group. For anyone to be in your event from your group, in this case, New Republicans, they would have to join the New Republicans, be in that group, and then they could attend your event. However, if I am a member, well, I'm a member of the Republican Party network, but I'm not a member of New Republicans, I'm not even going to see that necessarily unless it's specifically placed here by me. So you can see then that the groups themselves become a very powerful network. So think of it this way. If you are the president or a leader in a club, Republican club, regardless of what state, wherever it is, you can set up your club as a network. Your club as a network. And you can have various speakers. You can have panel discussions. You can do almost anything in terms of setting up events. And then you have your computer connected to a projector. You screen it on, you have it on a screen, and everyone sees everything that's on your event. And particularly, this is powerful if you want to, if your club wants to do some organizing or look at some ideas, some action planning with another club, you would be connected easily, group to group. Now, you don't even have to do that, though, because if we go right back now to our home page where we are, and I'm clicking on groups, I'm sorry, I clicked on I don't want to click on, I want to click on events. So I clicked on events, and these are all the events that are scheduled. Anyone in the network can come to them because they're on the home page. But let's say you want to, you don't want to deal with your group for the moment, or at least it's not, you don't want to set up an event that's connected to your group. You want to have everyone involved. You would click on the plus and do the same thing. And the Zoom that shows up here is your Zoom account. So again, seamlessly, you don't have to do anything. And this way, you can have several clubs participate in the event. And if you wanted just your club to participate and you wanted to make sure that other clubs did not participate, you'd want to do it as a group, private in a sense, because only people could join your group from your club. And that way you have some security as to what people are hearing. If you wanted to have it so that several groups, several clubs rather could participate, then you want to have it so that the event was scheduled in the regular Republican Party network, so that way anyone could attend. Okay. I hope that explains a little bit about groups and events and the potential. It certainly is no limits. There's no limits to the number of people that can join the Republican Party network. We actually have thousands and thousands. And there's no limit to the number of groups that can be set up as well. So if you have any questions or comments and things you'd like to talk about, just place them in the comment section. And I would be happy to answer them, or other folks can answer them as well. I mean, there's lots of folks on our network, lots of Republicans from around the country doing some great things right now, and they can answer them as well. But in any event, we'll make sure that your questions are answered as quickly as possible. Thanks for joining, and I look forward to seeing all of you on the Republican Party network, setting up your groups and setting up your events.